What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here with some more Borderlands 4 news, information, and pre-release discussions. And now that Borderlands 4 has left alpha stages and is in early playable beta testing, I wanted to share an observation that I had a few months ago when I was making my Let's Talk About Borderlands 3 Vault Hunters video, where I discussed that the deviation in traditional action skills and skill trees with multiple different action skills available and different augments for each action skills for the Borderlands 3 Vault Hunters, it might allow you to customize your play experience further than any Borderlands franchise's offerings have in the past, traditionally. However, the trade-off is that in the future, when these characters inevitably become NPCs, which version of them do we see running around? Is Flak a Gamma Burst spec? Or is he using Fadeaway? Which pet does he canonically favor? Or is he just running around with a gang load of pets following him everywhere? What if you spec Gamma Burst Flak in Borderlands 3, but in Borderlands 4, he shows up using Fadeaway instead? Sure, Flak's there, but that's not your Flak. And that's why I feel like having multiple action skills to choose from gives the Borderlands 3 Vault Hunters even less of a character identity within the series than the previous game's Vault Hunters. And that's one of the reasons that I've always been against create your own Vault Hunters in the Borderlands games. I always thought it was pretty cool playing Borderlands 2. You see Roland throwing his turret out, you see Lilith phase walking and phase blasting enemies, and even in Borderlands 3, Maya showing up and phase locking enemies for you on Athena's. It gives you a nice callback to the previous game's playable characters, and it fleshes out the universe by giving you familiar faces and experiences while you're creating new ones. However, these last few months, I've been going back and forth between all 4 Borderlands games. And I realized something while playing these games. And it's very subtle, but it actually goes a long way into not only giving the Vault Hunters their identities, but making Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel the most replayable games in the series. And that is their on-screen action skill in-use display icons. Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel are universally praised as having the most unique Vault Hunters in the series. And I think a lot of that goes towards the design of each action skill while they're in use. Zero's screen becomes black and white, it highlights enemy crit spots, and even lets you see invisible enemies. Salvador has 2 guns! The screen ranges red at the sides and even has his own unique ammo counter display in the screen. Maya's phase lock has her Iridian alien overlay, and even Krieg's transformation into Release the Beast. All of this gives the Vault Hunters their identity, and it even extends to the pre-sequel's Vault Hunters. All of these Vault Hunters have their very unique on-screen notifications, with the game centered and built around making this character's action skill feel as unique to them as possible. So much so that when you play a new character, It feels like you're playing a totally different game within the same game and space that you've already been playing. It's something that I even noticed while playing Borderlands 1, and that same feeling carried over to Borderlands 3, where the game doesn't really feel centered around your character's action skills, and they're pretty much either used to just proc damage or escape a situation. Even the display icons for using your action skills feels bland and uninspired when you compare them to Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel. Their action skills feel essential to the fight. If I'm going into the fight with Maya, I'm most likely going to phase lock an enemy central to all the mob's locations so I can group them all together with Converge, slag them with Ruin, and then Cloud Kill should finish off the stragglers. With Amara, I'm just going to use my phase slam or phase cast to proc my anointment's damage and then just go ham. The closest Borderlands 3 even comes to this feeling is when I'm playing with Fadeaway Flak, who has a few cool, unique, and on-screen icons while you're in Fadeaway, but it's ruined by the same old, ugly-ass yellow action skill icon that every Vault Hunter in Borderlands 3 has. While Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel not only have unique action skills, but their own unique on-screen heads-up display and animations during their durations, giving each Vault Hunter their own unique twist on the game, and probably one of the reasons that Axton feels so bland in comparison to the rest of the Borderlands 2 Vault Hunters. Even though he's a beast! You're a beast, Axton. You're a beast. Don't let anybody tell you different. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for y'all motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. I know it seems crazy that something so small and seemingly innocuous as a unique heads-up display graphics during action skills being one of the major factors in Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel's Vault Hunters standing apart from the rest of the franchise. But it's small details like these, the tiny labors of love that give the characters, the game, the franchise, its heart and soul. And it's small details like these that are missing. The lack of the tiny labors of love in Borderlands 3 and Wonderlands that leave it feeling like a dollar store version of its predecessors. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. My name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see y'all motherfuckers later. Ow.
listen, I'll say it again. Stop bringing in fake sirens. Only 6 sirens can exist in the universe at any given time, and I already know of 3. You're not going to convince me you happen to find one of the remaining 3 just by drawing blue tattoos on some random chick's corpse. Well, I will admit it was mildly amusing the first dozen times you idiots tried it, but now my office smells like blood and marker fumes. So quit it!